Hello again, back up at the Caravan, and I'm just going to do a short video talking about how I went from this connection to this connection, 13 pin. I think about 12 months or so ago, I realised that my S and N socket were getting a bit worn. They were starting to fall apart, and I had 13 pin electrics fitted to the car, and I was using this connection piece. And the problem with this is that it got quite close to the back of the vehicle, and it was getting a little bit awkward to put it on. So I looked into the possibilities of changing it over, and I looked and read up on it, and I thought I can do that. So I went and bought myself a piece of cable, and then I changed it over. And this is I'm just going to show you what I did. Okay, so we're underneath the van now. That box there is where all the connections are. That's a box I bought from B&Q. It's IP66 waterproof, so all the cables in there are going to be nice and dry. What I did is I obviously mounted that to the bottom of the van, and then I put silicone around the outside of that, around the connection, so it stays nice and dry. As you can see there, the two cables go in there. That's the S and N socket. The cables go in there, and then at the back end of it there is where the 13 core cable comes out. I'm not going to take that off to show you what's inside there, but I will bring a wiring diagram up just to show you how I did that. So this is the wiring diagram that I used. On the left you can see it says 13 pin socket, and it lists 1 to 13. In the middle is a description of everything that connects up to it, and then you've got the colour. And then on the right hand side, which I found quite helpful, is the 12N socket and the 12S socket listed, so it gives you an idea which one goes where. Now what I did, as I say, is I did the N socket first. I didn't disconnect the S socket, I did the N socket first, and changed all those over. So I used 2 block connectors, one for the N socket and one for the S, and then I moved on to the S socket. The S socket was quite straightforward. Obviously there you can see that 12 pin is not used, so that you don't wire that up. The only other couple of things are the returns that you've got to put on, but everything seemed to be okay when I did it, and it wasn't too bad to do. So you can see the box there, and what I've done is brought the 13 core cable underneath the A-frame, and then looped it through and then into the socket. You've got to really make sure that obviously that you give yourself plenty of cable. I think I give myself just a little bit too much, but it's better to put it a bit longer than you need, rather than, because you can shorten it but you can't make it any longer. So obviously make sure you get the right length. So that's what the inside of the 13 pin socket looks like, but that's quite easy to wire up. As you can see, they've got about, I think, 3 pins in the middle, and the rest of the pins are all around the outside. It was a little bit fiddly, but it's not too bad to do, and that just screws back up into the main housing. This is the plug that I used. Obviously you need to put the cable through all the different components before you wire it up, otherwise you're going to have to start again. On the back of the plug where all the connections are, they are all numbered, so it's quite easy to follow. You start from the inside and then work your way out, and then put it all back together. It's quite an easy job to do. So changing over from the N and S socket to 13 pin is a job that you can do if you're quite confident. It took me about 2 hours to do it. As you can see, it's just started throwing it down, so I'm going to go back home. So thank you very much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with some more videos. Bye bye.